my adored child enters this room gently. Be patient, don't blink, and don't turn away, because the information I'm about to provide is not your normal news. Heaven has long anticipated the delivery of this thing to you. Before I go any farther, my darling, I have a simple question for you. Do you actually listen with your emotions, or are you only listening with your mind? Because this message has a spiritual message. This notification still exists. This message is infused with the Spirit of God. Your name was spoken in a place where only chosen souls are called, explains Archangel Michael. A release has been made available to you. Your life is undergoing a shift. Furthermore, God forbids you from dismissing this message. Because if you do, you will later grieve, wondering why you didn't notice it. My darling, there is a red alert engulfing your destiny, yet do not be concerned. This isn't a tragedy alarm. This is a breakthrough, miraculous alert. Something for which you have prayed, sobbed, waited, and implored is almost here. However, please listen carefully. A force is attempting to stop it. A phantom that wants to postpone your blessing. This shadow has been closely monitoring you. It witnessed your pain. It has noticed you weeping. It has responded to every calm prayer spoken over the night. However, heaven has intervened, and the angel who watches over your fate has refused to let this opportunity pass you by. I beseech you to pay attention now, my dear. You are forbidden from leaving. It is critical that you do not ignore this topic, as the words I will say next will have a huge impact on the rest of your day. Pay close heed, my child, because your life is about to change dramatically. Your spirit has been restless for a reason. There is a reason your heart has felt as if it is anticipating something, even though you don't know what it is. You have been on the verge of a heavenly metamorphosis, and it has finally occurred. Heaven has sent a red alarm about your fate, my dearest. I do not mean to instill dread in you. Rather, I am informing you that something has been going on behind your back. God could not keep you in the dark any longer about your name, advantages, future, and the next chapter. My child, you have been viewed by angels as well as others who do not wish to witness your ascent. There is someone who has been gently disparaging your blessings. 3. A quiet individual with a booming spirit. An individual who smiles in your presence, yet their spirit cannot survive the strength of your light. Your guardian is keeping you from dismissing this message because it has the ability to boost their plan. Nonetheless, listening undermines their authority. My dear, you have been kept safe from situations that you were unaware were dangerous. There were evenings when you slept easily, yet heaven was fighting great wars on your behalf. In certain cases, an apparition blocked your way, averting a calamity. And now, that same angel has returned, carrying a sense of urgency in its wings. Pay close attention. You have been chosen to receive an incredible gift that is neither ordinary nor small, and that no one in your vicinity is ready to accept. This is the reason you felt a distinct sensation. This is why your road appeared to be deserted. My lover, if you have always felt like an outsider, if you have never quite fit in with the throng, your loneliness is not a sign of rejection. It is the process of preparation. The fact that you have arrived at this area of the message is not by mistake. You're being positioned for a certain reason. To sustain this prophetic alignment, I advise you to subscribe to this channel immediately. Press the subscribe button to enable the notification chime. For what reason? Subscribing to the prophetic words being spoken over your life is a proclamation that you are aligning with them. You're expressing your wish to be in sync with the signals conveyed to me from heaven. You will be notified every time a new word is released. You will not pass up your opportunity. Your alignment will not be overlooked. Enroll now, and your decision to stay connected to your prophetic destiny will be recorded forever. This explains the weight your heart has carried, which you have been unable to express. You are being prepared for a miracle that not everyone can experience. Please keep in mind that each seed you plant in this quest will grow into a torch that shines light into another's darkness. Your activities contribute to a heavenly mission to save lost souls. Heaven is a place where willing voices are heard, but it is also a place where loving souls thrive. I'm currently addressing you in this method. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. The verse, "Give, and it will be given to you," does not only apply to Jesus. It is an ongoing commitment that affects your future. I'd like to extend an invitation to you at this time through a simple act of trust. Approach this situation with a feeling of purpose, honesty, and hope. The amount you contribute today is not a donation. Your heavens are opened via the act of spiritual obedience. Relinquish your seed and witness what rewards God delivers into your life. Do you feel the weight in those words, my dear? You were adequately prepared. You were picked. You were chosen for a purpose that not everyone can fulfill. This is not hubris. This is a task. I require you to assert it right now. I'd like you to proceed to the notes section and write the following content. I received my miracle. I don't foresee it. Not that I am anticipating it. Nonetheless, I received it. Right now. Thanks in advance. Your spirit affirms it before your senses see it. Compose such words and let them be inscribed in the skies as a confession of faith. Write it instantly. I received my miracle. However, there is a barrier that must be overcome, a weight that must be lifted, and a cycle that must be broken. My sweetheart, please do not go at this time. Allow no distractions to interfere with your concentration. Because what I'm going to say represents the point at which things begin to shift. Your blessing is almost here. This is unlikely to happen in the near future. It is not hidden in the distant past. It is located just outside of your front entryway. It is incredibly close. Before I continue, I'd like you to perform a simple act that has profound spiritual importance. I urge you to instantly press the like icon on this video as you wait for your blessing. To accomplish this, it takes more than just hitting a button. It implies that you have true faith. I am confident of the information you are transmitting to heaven. I am utilizing my advantage. I'm allowing God's favor to enter my life. By clicking like, you are not just becoming a follower of this channel. You are indicating to the spiritual realm that you are aware, prepared, and open to receive. Press it instantly. Allow your thumb to symbolize your faith. It is so close that you would weep if you realized how close it really is. Before going, I'd like you to consider this reality for a moment. Your blessing will not come in the far future. It is now at your doorway. Please put a single word in the comments section below to show heaven that you support and subscribe to this argument. Oh, a single syllable. Not as a traditional reaction, but as a statement of faith. Enter the word Amen. Yan. Pronounce it as a sentence. I am confident that my blessing is closer than I realize. I believe that paradise is migrating for me. Please enter the information at this time. I will continue to pray for your life as you let your faith speak. However, I must tell you the truth. You've been battling an invisible entity. Something has been attempting to lower your morale. An energy that sought to weary you, deplete your emotional reserves, and leave you feeling disoriented, bewildered, and unsure of your identity. Because you don't expect miracles when your spirit is exhausted. Miracles cease to occur when they are no longer expected. However, at the moment, heaven is intervening. Something is on the verge of breaking, my dear. However, it is critical that you awaken within yourself before the occurrence. It is critical to practice both reading and listening. It is not enough to think about the upcoming occurrences. It is critical that you too experience it. This is a revelation. Now, my kid, inhale deeply. Avoid haste. Engage your spirit. You understand that the statements I express are true in your heart. Your spirit has already recognized the upcoming occurrences. You are not reading this by mistake. This wasn't an accident. It was not an error. You were chosen by God and led to this point. I will now reveal the fact that you have been unaware of. My beloved, are you ready? I am ready to talk kindly and from the heart. Heaven can now reveal to you the secrets that were before hidden, because you have announced your readiness and opened your heart. Pay attention. Every chosen individual has a point in their lives when the unseen becomes visible. The stillness begins to communicate. The reality that was hidden behind the curtain is finally disclosed. Your life will never be the same again, as this has already occurred. Dear child, there was a spiritual conversation about you in the divine domain. Your story has been told once more. I've reviewed your petitions. Your quiet has been quantified, and your tears have been counted as jewels. They have seen you travel through cyclones that would have killed others. Nevertheless, you did not tumble. Even at your most vulnerable moments, you refused to give up your heart to the darkness. Despite your weeping, you didn't fall. Although you may have had misgivings, you did not abandon God. You may have been broken, but not fractured. That is why paradise is currently experiencing tremors. God has acknowledged your tolerance, which has reached them. Someone has an obligation to you, my beloved. Indeed, not by chance, nor by mistake, not given, not owing. Someone owes you anything because of the price you paid, which was not evident to anyone else. While you reflect on that truth, I invite you to consider someone in your life who is also struggling with silence. Someone who paid a charge that was not visible to others. Someone needs confirmation that heaven sees them, is obligated to acknowledge them, and that they are on the verge of success. I would like you to distribute this video right away. Send it to them. Include it in your tale. Share the prophet's message with a friend, as it goes beyond video sharing. You are carrying out the anointing in your life. According to the Bible, what you give is returned to you in full, pressed down, and shaken together. By sharing this breakthrough word with another person, you help to accelerate your own breakthrough. Share it right now and watch how heaven begins to work in their life and yours. You endured in silence. You improved silently. Throughout your distress, you emphasized the well-being of others. You showed devotion to locales that did not reciprocate. When your heart was in pain, you gave up control and extended forgiveness. Despite the world's unkindness to you, you remained kind. Heaven observed everything. This is why the red warning does not imply a threat, but rather that help is on its way. Your blessing is on the way. Your miracle is approaching. Your restoration is planned to be completed soon. However, there is one extra thing to be aware of. Someone or something in your immediate surroundings is concerned about you receiving this blessing. Someone who has watched your development and been intimidated by your brilliance. This person laughs with others, yet maintains a focused stare on you when no one is there. They have seen the transformation in your inherent glow. They noticed your spirit becoming more resilient. They could see the beginnings of a breakthrough all around you. They have no ability to stop it. Instead, they are striving to delay it. This person is neither far, strange, nor extremely close. They're aware of your expression. They are aware of the daily activities you undertake. They're aware of your extraordinary qualities. They are concerned that you will no longer hold them in the same esteem as before. Please understand that the objective of enabling you to witness this person is not to provoke you, but to teach you, as you must be clever in order to receive your blessing. Certain people are incapable of accompanying you to your destination. It is not because they are sinful, rather, their spirit is unfit for the life that God has planned for you. The air becomes thinner as it ascends through the atmosphere. There are people who cannot breathe in the area where you are traveling. This is why God has slowed down certain relationships. Individuals have been withdrawing in this circumstance. This is why old relationships are eroding. This explains why your heart has been slipping away without reason. It's not being rejected. It's an increase. You are now relieved of the burden. My dear, now is the moment to take a big breath. I am about to inform you of forthcoming occurrences in your life, and once you have finished reading this letter, your heart will immediately know the truth. Now, my beloved, pay great listen, for what I'm about to impart is the moment of transformation that your soul has been waiting for. Your existence, like a locked gate, is ready to open. Once opened, it cannot be closed again. Afterward, you will be able to receive what is coming. Nonetheless, it is critical that you determine the reason behind the current gravity of the problem. My sweetheart, your soul was not exhausted by your frailty. Your growing size has exhausted spirit. Initially, the sense of authority is not linked to growth. It's similar to breaking in order to develop. Your frequency was higher than theirs, therefore people appeared further away from you, not because you had lost affection. Some interactions were no longer pleasurable for you owing to their immaturity. Your old behaviors no longer brought you joy since your purpose had grown. What prompted you to feel alienated in familiar locations? You're not becoming disoriented. You're developing into your true personality. Heaven is now on the verge of releasing an event that will occur in your next chapter. My dear, a door has been closed in your life. A secured door. You couldn't open the door, no matter how hard you tried, prayed, or cried. The door is on the verge of opening. This is not owing to your strength or actions, but rather to the arrival of time from above. Your guardian angel has patiently waited for your heart to be ready to accept this blessing. The present moment is that time. Have you heard this? The moment has arrived. Not tomorrow. Not in the next month. Not at the moment, as everything appears to be in perfect order. As you go through this awakening, remember that your assistance with this endeavor is not a hoax. It's a heavenly omen. Each seed evolves into a source of light, combating the existence of darkness. Jesus claims that by giving water to others, you will receive it yourself. This isn't historical. It is an ongoing commitment to your future. Approach this situation with a strategy and faith. Giving can help you realize the potential that God has already built for your life. Your spirit is now prepared, and heaven is ready for your agreement, for your heart has become strong enough. Please implement a straightforward and robust strategy. Please include the word Amen in the comments, but avoid typing too quickly. Commit to it. Compose it in response to God. When you stop thinking about it and start buying, type it right away. Allow your Amen to ascend with the angels who are now watching over your life. Enter the text, but be mindful. Every advantage is accompanied by a decision. 2 options will be accessible to you in the near future. Choose between returning to what is familiar, comfortable, safe, and predictable. Alternatively, journey into the unknown, the heavenly route you were meant to take, the new, exalted, and amazing. The person you're acquainted with will return your call. It has a constant occurrence. Your prior existence will attempt to reintroduce you to events that have previously occurred. However, the new life will speak with you in a whisper, audible only to your consciousness. Do not follow the din. Follow the whisper, because the miracle that awaits you is not a trivial one. This will not be a transient condition. It is not only a progression. It implies a fresh start. Your financial stability, emotional resilience, spirituality, identity, and inner peace will start to align. Your acts will appear to be purposeful. You will feel a sense of better slumber. It will reduce your emotional anguish. Your thinking will become more clear. The strength of your inner instinct will grow. You'll start to notice clues like repeated numerals and startling thoughts. Dreams that appear genuine. Goosebumps without explanation. A memory or identity that unexpectedly reappears. A nudge in a different direction. These are not random events. Greetings, my dear. This is the voice of heaven speaking to you. You are on the verge of a period in which your spirit will overcome your fear. When something happens, events change. Inhale deeply. Your old behaviors no longer brought you joy since your purpose had grown. What prompted you to feel alienated in familiar locations? You're not becoming disoriented. You're developing into your true personality. Heaven is now on the verge of releasing an event that will occur in your next chapter. My dear, a door has been closed in your life. A secured door. You couldn't open the door, no matter how hard you tried, prayed, or cried. The door is on the verge of opening. The time has come from above, not because you are powerful or industrious. Your guardian angel has patiently waited for your heart to be ready to accept this blessing. The moment has arrived. However, pay heed. Every advantage is accompanied by a decision. 2 options will be accessible to you in the near future. You can revert to what is comfortable, safe, familiar, and predictable. Alternatively, you can pursue the divine route that you were meant to take, which is the unknown, the new, and the amazing. My dear, the familiar will bring you back. It has a constant occurrence. Your prior existence will attempt to reintroduce you to events that have previously occurred. However, the new life will speak with you in a whisper, audible only to your consciousness. Do not follow the din. Conform to the murmur. Because the miracle that is about to unfold for you is not a trivial one. This will not be a transient condition. It is not only a progression. It implies a fresh start. Your financial stability, emotional resilience, spirituality, identity, and inner peace will start to align. Your acts will appear to be purposeful. You will feel a sense of better slumber. It will reduce your emotional anguish. Your thinking will become more clear. The strength of your inner instinct will grow. You'll start to notice clues like repeated numerals and startling thoughts. Dreams that appear genuine. Goosebumps without explanation. A memory or identity that unexpectedly reappears. A nudge in a different direction. These are not random events. Greetings, my dear. This is the voice of heaven speaking to you. You are on the verge of a period in which your spirit will overcome your fear. When something happens, events change. It is recommended that you take a deep breath. The following statement will provide you an accurate description of the impending events in your life. My love, prepare yourselves. I am about to inform you of the events that will take place in your life. Signs, riddles, and puzzles are not magic. However, it is clear that you are on the verge of reclaiming your lost possessions in a more advantageous method. It was not lost, the possibilities you thought were lost, the love you thought you missed, the chance you thought you squandered, or the life you thought was forever lost. It merely waited for you to evolve into the person you are today before granting you access to it. Despite your pain, my child, you asked for blessings. At the moment, you will be fortunate if you retain your resolution. This benediction keeps you from breaking. It will fortify you. Nonetheless, be cautious. 3 good things are about to happen. The first step is to alter your financial management practices. Chances will appear in areas where none previously existed. Doors that were previously unknown to you will be revealed. The road will be shown to your hands. You will begin to develop ideas. You will have a fresh insight, much like the rising of a new day. You made the donation with a charitable intent. The quiet things you abandoned, the faith-based decisions you made, are returning to you not gradually or in pieces, but all at once, like a wave. Because it is commonly acknowledged that you are unlikely to squander in excess. It will aid in the formation, healing, protection, and development of your organism. The second benefit is that it reduces emotional strain. No one noticed the wounds in your heart. Despite your tears, you remained composed several times. Nonetheless, peace is approaching. A state of peace that is not dependent on individuals. A sense of calm that persists regardless of the circumstances. This kind of tranquility comes from within and pervades your entire being. With this calm, you will be fortified to an unprecedented degree. My beloved, pay close attention to the third blessing. Your life path is being revealed to someone who is in sync with your soul, not as a test, diversion, or review of the past. Nevertheless, someone whose spirit is familiar with yours. Someone who isn't intimidated by your depth. Someone who does not shrink when they see your light. Someone who will support you rather than criticize you. There is a reason for this association. It's documented. It's been in the works for a while, but it couldn't have come at a better time, as your heart needed guidance on how to stay safe without shutting down. Heaven is prepared, and so are you. However, there is one last impediment preventing the inflow of these blessings, my child. Distraction. Things that have previously caused you distress may try to resurface. It's possible that you feel pulled by old memories. Old wounds have the potential to communicate once more. It is possible that antiquated patterns will attempt to reunite. This should not be considered a failure. It represents the final point of resistance before the breakthrough. The period of greatest darkness occurs immediately before sunrise. However, you will be unable to break this time. You'll be able to stand tall this time because you're not the same person you were before. You're no longer the same. Your spirit is more intelligent. Your heart is fortified. Your spirit is awakened. I am now going to reveal the truth about the person whose energy has been blocking your blessing, my beloved. My beloved, in order to determine the cause of your blessing's delay, you must first understand this. Individuals in close proximity to you do not always support your position. Some people enter your life because they see your light as a source of protection. However, as your light intensifies, their shadow begins to appear. As a result, they do not grow in tandem with you. They try to diminish your intelligence. This person is aware of your honesty, kindness, and gentleness due to their close relationship with you. The way your heart loves has been observed. Your intentions have been found to be commendable. They are aware of your robust silence, but they have failed to appreciate it. However, they were concerned. They were concerned about the moment you realized your true identity. When you understand your own abilities, you leave unwelcome environments. My child, this person has been putting pressure on you without your knowledge. Their thoughts are often more important than their actions or words. Jealousy does not always cause a disturbance. It watches you intermittently, notices your smile and growth, and quietly asks, "Why them? Why not me?" This thought causes spiritual interference, even if it is not expressed, as they watch your blessings grow. It is not because of their bad character. Rather, their heart is unhealed, and their anguish has led them to compare themselves to you. It made them feel insignificant in your presence. Your goal was never to outperform any other person. Your only desire was to live and love, but you overcame adversity with remarkable resilience. Your light began to reveal their insecurity without their conscious involvement. Rather than promoting your recovery, they attempted to obstruct your ascent. Not in a public, dramatic, or explicit manner, but rather quietly, through doubt, emotional withdrawal, shifting energy, silent judgment, small comments that did not feel right, and distance that did not seem explained. It was palpable. Proof was unnecessary. It struck your heart. When you were with them, you could feel a shift in your energy, as evidenced by the tightness in your chest, the diminished intensity of your pleasure, and the lingering sense of unease in your intuition. My beloved, there was no doubt in my mind. Your spirit warned you, but what follows is the truth from God. They can no longer impede your blessing. Their influence is no longer detectable. They will be unable to use your vitality anymore. Their spiritual bond with your future is being severed. Archangel Michael is terminating the call. Currently, you may feel a sense of relief in your heart, a change in your breathing, and a release in your chest. That is the process of breaking the blockade. You, my child, are entering a new era, one that protects your emotions. Your spirit is guarded. The procedures are demonstrated to you. A blessing is now available to you. This marks the beginning of your marvel. Not tomorrow, today, or in the end. Now inhale through your nostrils. Gently grasp and release. Feel it. That represents the convergence of your essence. Beloved, you are ready to receive. However, there is now a sacred, clear, and necessary instruction. There is one final step before the manifestation. My beloved, the final task you must complete before receiving your blessing is simple. It's not especially heavy. Hard labor is not required to complete this task. Your consciousness is already aware of the process, but your mind has forgotten. It is critical that you release items that are attempting to exit your life. Please refrain from pursuing them. Avoid grasping. Refrain from holding. Avoid physical altercations. Do not use conflict to prove your worth to others. You will never have to plead for your fate to unfold. Heaven cannot bestow a miracle on hands that are still clutching something that was meant to be temporary. As a result, when you let go of the object that has been draining your spirit, your blessing will pour in like a torrent. My child, you are no longer capable of living within the emotional confines of the past. You've lost interest in some connections. The version of you that persisted has matured. You are currently evolving into an individual who exists. However, be cautious. The mind will try to return to familiar surroundings because it perceives them to be safe, even in the face of pain. However, your spirit is improving. This explains your recent sense of instability. There was no melancholy. The situation wasn't chaotic. It wasn't melancholy. An alteration has occurred. Your essence moved throughout time. Your identity was enhanced. Your heart was receding. You were getting a message from your intuition. You are being advanced to the next section of your story. Tong. Transitions appear to descend before they are ready to ascend. However, the descent has ended. Currently, the upward trajectory begins. My dear, you will notice something in the coming days. You will regain vitality. Your concentration level will improve. You will notice an increase in emotional resilience. It will produce a more positive emotional response. The volume of your internal dialogue will increase significantly. It'll improve your sleep quality. You will improve your endurance. You will have an increase in self-esteem. This is the process of restoring psychological equilibrium. When you reassess, a new reality emerges. Individuals who previously gave you little consideration will begin to seek you out. Declining a situation will gradually make it more accessible to you. Paths that appeared to be impassable will now be easy to navigate. Things that were once difficult to accomplish will start to flow more smoothly. No one can stop heaven from contacting you when it deems it appropriate. Fear, delay, doubt, interference, jealousy, and confusion are examples of unavoidable consequences. Objects intended for you flow toward you effortlessly, much like water flowing downstream. My child, you are approaching a time when your hard work will be rewarded. You will cease to operate from your home. You will work from a well-defined location. You will no longer love with dread. There will be a lot of affection in your heart. You will no longer be able to ignore uncertainty. You'll leave with a deep sense of understanding. Your essence cannot be drowned by fear. Your wounds will be less audible than your heart. The future will become more audible than the past. My dear, you have a long journey ahead of you. It is not comparable to that. This is not the average. Just as you are not everyone understands it. You've been selected. You were chosen for your purity, not your perfection. You were chosen because of your consistent ability to get back up after falling, not because you had never fallen before. Selected based on your confidence in the face of adversity, not your knowledge of the path. When you passed through fire, your essence did not ignite. You suffered loss without allowing your essence to disintegrate. Your heart did not contract as a result of the rainfall. This is why you are now receiving gifts from paradise. Examine the situations you've encountered. Examine your actions. There has been fire, loss, and disaster. However, you continue to stand, keep your faith, and receive this message. Heaven will compensate you immediately, not later. Please keep this moment in your memory. Double tap this screen, select the like icon, and let that serve as proof of your success. When you realize you've already enjoyed this video, remember that you've expressed your belief that heaven is rewarding you right now. You mentioned that you are reaping the benefits of God. Santo. To show that you are currently receiving your reward and did not burn, collapse, or close, please click the like button. My child, your miracle is already occurring. However, I must inform you of how it will manifest, as it will not be audible. It will not be communicated through prominent signage. It will not be filled with excessive noise or disorder. It will occur in a quiet manner. You will soon awaken, and your heart will feel different, stronger, lighter, and clearer. You will say to yourself, I have a feeling that something is about to happen. You will be correct, because your spirit will be able to detect when someone approaches you. When it does arrive, it will arrive quickly rather than in stages. It should not occur gradually or in pieces. Rather, it should happen all at once, like the first breath of light at dawn after a long night, or the air in a room changing as if a door swings open. My beloved, you must be ready for this. I will now show you how to approach this blessing with fortitude. My beloved, the manner in which you accept this bounty is as important as its existence. Now pay close attention. The upcoming miraculous event will not take place immediately. A modification has occurred. Alignment is also required for transformations. Your spirit is already ready. Your heart is already expanding. Your essence is now awakening. The mind is the door, and it must reach an agreement at this time. If the intellect is concerned, the door will shut. To open the door, the mind must be filled with faith. My child, you do not need to be aware of every detail that will occur. You simply need to be prepared to trek. What if it malfunctions? It should no longer be considered. What if I'm insufficient? What will happen if I fail again? It is critical that you exercise your thinking. Who knows whether it will actually work this time? What if I already have this blessing? It's possible that things will eventually work out in my favor. The change has already begun. However, I must be straightforward. You are currently experiencing two distinct voices within yourself. There is a small voice that sounds apprehensive, tired, anxious, and uncertain. This voice was the result of previous suffering. The second voice has greater power, depth, and composition. This voice represents the essence of your being. Additionally, your spirit has already witnessed the upcoming events. Your spirit already knows what the future will hold. Your spirit has already absorbed the bounty. That is why you persevered despite adversity. You did not surrender because you were aware that I was not intended to remain in this location. I must rise. My beloved, that was the voice of paradise speaking to you. That voice is on the verge of surpassing your fears. You will feel more courageous than you have in a long time. It is not valor that is celebrated. This is not a fortitude that is dramatic or loud. This is fortitude that is unwavering, steady, and composed. It implies that I am unsure about the method, but am confident that I will succeed. With this level of courage, anything is feasible. This type of courage alters the past. Miracles occur when individuals possess this level of courage. My darling, you must begin to walk as though you are already blessed. Not an individual who is anticipating, but an individual who is evolving. Declare to yourself each morning, I am prepared. I am currently in the queue. I was selected because you are my adored. Your blessing will not occur at a later date. Your blessing is almost here. Your blessing will arrive promptly. Your blessing has already arrived. Waiting for it is unnecessary. This object awaits your transformation into the individual capable of bearing it. This version is aware that I am capable. I've been selected. I'm being guided. It ensures my safety. I'm rising. You're improving. Not tomorrow. Ultimately, this is not true. You're currently ascending. However, it must continue to receive nourishment in order to ascend. Rising requires constant prophetic protection. As a result, if you haven't already, I strongly recommend that you subscribe to this channel. To turn on the notification chime, click the subscribe button. For what reason? This is because each video we publish on this platform takes you to the next level. Each sentence you hear represents a step toward success. By subscribing, you ensure that you are aligned with the prophetic words spoken over your life. You argue that I am not simply visiting my breakthrough. I am giving my undivided attention to my breakthrough. Enroll today to ensure your participation in this prophetic movement. I will now begin to discuss the specific events that will take place as your miracle occurs. Initially, they may appear insignificant. However, they are signs that the path to paradise is becoming more visible. There may be signs such as a sudden sense of relief without explanation, a calm sense of hope returning, a clearer mind, deeper sleep, and a lighter chest. They may attempt to contact you in order to assess the extent of your transformation, rather than staying. You will feel a reduction in tension. You will inhale more deeply. You'll feel less anxious and more confident. These signals indicate that the previous timeline has come to an end and the new one has begun. I will now demonstrate the new timeline to you, my beloved. My dear, you will not return to the same era in which you currently find yourself. A new phase has begun in your life, one in which the things that once consumed you are no longer able to do so. At this point, your heart is no longer burdened. It is a chapter in the book where your mind is clear, unburdened by the wounds of the day before. This chapter is well lit. In this chapter, your spirit soars to new heights, and you will not have to plead for clarity. It will come to you effortlessly, and tenderly. Your intuition will undoubtedly lead you. Your heart will travel to the intended destination. Your spirit will feel secure once more. My darling, you will no longer seek your identity. You will remember your identity. You will recall that your essence is very ancient. Your spirit is pure. You are a blessing to be here with us. You have an indomitable spirit. You radiate holiness. God never questioned your worth, even when life made you doubt it. Even when no one else did, heaven saw your value. Despite your inability to comprehend the reason for your presence, creation was aware that everything was happening at the right time, thus creating new. You are on the verge of entering a fortunate future. Don't forget that this message doesn't end with your deeds. Jesus' statement, "Give and heaven will open over you," is not a poem. Every seed you sow grows into oil for your future, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. My sweetheart, the moment has come for you. Have faith, and you will see God multiply the possessions you relinquish. God was aware of everything that was novel. Despite the fact that you were unable to perceive it or felt bewildered and disoriented, everything was happening at the right time. This opportunity has now arrived, so please seize it. While looking at your screen, enter the terms listed below in the comments section. My timing is divine. Don't do this because I tell you to. Instead, do it because your spirit believes it is true and you are willing to trust God. You're done fighting the clock. Make a record of it. Your testimony should serve as confirmation that my timing is perfect. Allow it to restrain you. I implore you to stay with me, as the following information will demonstrate the new timeline you will be assigned. This is why your benediction has arrived now rather than later. You would have expressed regret about your blessing earlier. In the past, you would have tried to reduce its size in order to relieve the distress of others. You would have dimmed your light earlier to avoid being observed, but your spirit has matured. Your spirit has expanded. Unfortunately, some people are unable to determine how well your heart has recovered. Indeed, you are now ready to keep what is yours. My beloved, this benediction is not audible. It is not associated with disorder. It arrives in a direct line. It will appear that I am no longer required to have any influence in your life, as the elements that are meant for you will naturally emerge, persist, develop, and flourish. However, this section deserves careful consideration. There is no guarantee that you will not be required to take action just because something is simple. Ease implies that no unusual actions are required. You will not be expected to deceive yourself. You will not have to reduce your size. You will not be required to give up your tranquility. You will not have to plead for affection. You will not be expected to justify your worth. Your soul will be blessed in the same way a key fits a lock. My darling, the road ahead may be quiet, but that doesn't mean there's nothing there. Silence represents preparation, as paradise moves at a leisurely pace. When the miracle is near, you will feel calm in the place of anxiety, patience in the place of anxiety, and certainty in the place of uncertainty. This is the process by which your essence connects with your destiny. I'm now required to reveal a sacred matter to you. It should feel like it's speaking directly to you from within. My beloved, your life has been carefully monitored. In addition to being directed, one is also protected. 2. You were held at times despite the fact that you should have been broken. Attacks intended to harm you were halted. Despite losing items that should have brought you down, you were able to recover. D. No, you've never been alone for a single second. When you thought no one was there, an angel appeared in front of you and spread its wings over your life. That same angel is currently conversing with you, advising you that ascending is permissible. It is safe for you to receive. You can now relinquish control. It is safe for you to become. My beloved, the process of becoming who you are begins immediately. Your new life will be unlike anything you've ever known before. It will resemble the petitions you have recited. As we come to the end of this period, I'd like to leave you with one final directive. A piece of advice that applies to you as well as those around you. Share this video. Give it to someone important to you. It should be shared on your social media accounts. Share it in a conversation. For what reason? When you speak a prophetic word, you help to bring about a breakthrough. Sending this message to others does not take away its blessing. It expands. And as the anointing spreads to others, it returns to you in a more profound way. Your breakthrough happens quickly. Your recovery progresses. Your provision expands. Therefore, before leaving, select the Share button. Today, be the catalyst for another person to have their own miracle. Observe how heaven brings even more into your life as you do this. I feel affection for you. I hope you're doing well. I assure you that all of the topics we discussed today have already become a reality for you. I wish you a pleasant journey. Your transformation begins immediately. Before we wrap up this captivating story, I recommend that we take a moment to reflect on this deep reality. This message was not discovered coincidentally. This is not just a coincidence. This is Archangel Michael's direct message to you. He extends his hand and invites you to a high-vibrational, protected community where divine abundance is more than a hope, but a promise. This spiritual idea is quite simple. Nonetheless, it has the capacity to transform your entire life. You will not just gain blessings if you follow it. They will multiply and permeate all aspects of your existence. Accepting this invitation provides you with immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are currently unavailable to the wider public. You now have the opportunity to enter a sacred area where you will receive unshakable support, spiritual guidance, and speedy progress towards your destiny. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Your triumph is near. However, your vitality, presence, and attention are already extremely valuable. Action is required. Your abundance is ready. There are only 30 seconds left. According to Jesus and Archangel Michael, you have received a large sum of money. You will be unable to receive this message unless you open it today. Access it right away. Please refrain from proceeding. My dear child, there is a significant event happening right now. Therefore, I implore you to stay until the end. You may feel an unusual sensation in your chest while reading these words. That's not an error. That is the point where divine alignment begins. Heaven understands how difficult life has been for you. Heaven knows how many nights you wept. I require a positive event to occur immediately. This soul requires improvement. Archangel Michael spoke these words as your quiet prayer rose from the clouds and came to a halt in front of the throne. Do not turn away. After being locked for an extended period of time, the door will eventually begin to open from the opposite side. The way your spirit moves suggests that your financial constraints are about to be exceeded. Good things that are far more valuable than you realize are converging around your name. You were chosen because you persevered when others failed. Regarding you, Archangel Michael says the following. You continued to pray silently. Despite the fact that no one could see the depth of your anguish, you were convinced that God was listening to your prayers. After praying for words, you now have money, divine timing, and favor beyond logic. Please join me. The angels believe it is permissible to enter into a spiritual contract. To execute this document, you must believe in it. You are currently being asked to demonstrate your faith. Please type Amen in the comments section at this time. This is more than just a word. It is the first step you take when heaven opens its doors for you. The key that opens the door should be your Amen. As you type, rest assured that heaven is observing and hearing your faith. Claim the promises that have been associated with your name by typing, I receive it in the comments. It provides protection from loss, progress, and abundance. This is the reality. Today, you must reach an agreement before the end of the day. If you do not pay attention now, you risk losing this opportunity. It will happen naturally. The opportunity will fade like the fog that rises in the morning. You have a sense that your life is about to get better. Unexpected tranquility. Gentle warmth. The belief that a significant event is imminent. Please refrain from proceeding. Heaven is telling you that it's time. You've been preparing for this moment. Not only will the upcoming events help you resolve your financial concerns, but they will also give you a sense of peace that money cannot buy. This reward is forthcoming for a legitimate reason. This is the culmination of your experiences. Archangel Michael is currently situated next to you. He is holding what appears to be a golden envelope, wax-sealed and holy. You can find evidence of your faith within. Inside, there is a blessing from Jesus. This explains why the air around you appears to be different. I get the impression it is charged with electricity. The world has experienced an unseen transformation. It applies to you. Please refrain from relocating during this time. Inhale deeply. It is not simply a matter of luck. This is a correction from God. Heaven is restoring to you what this world has taken away. Heaven is prepared to provide it for you. This message isn't just a collection of words. Simply type Amen in the comments section to demonstrate your belief. Declare that you are ready for this divine healing. Affirm your acceptance of heaven. This is the sound of liberation. The word rights appears next to your name. This means that the funds that your family previously decided to forego are on their way to you. If you have not yet subscribed, you should do so right away. This channel is protected by the energy of God. By subscribing, you agree to receive daily blessings and divine guidance. Ensure that you receive messages intended for you. It could arrive through a variety of channels, including a message, a phone call, or an unexpected opportunity. Everything is due to a divine order. A clear indication will appear immediately before the blessing arrives. This is an issue that requires your attention. Please remain with me until the end. My beloved child, please stay in your current location. Please refrain from scrolling. Don't even blink. You were brought here as a result of the upcoming event. Heaven wants you to pay close attention before this window closes. The air around you is constantly changing. It's rapidly approaching. Your heart is under gentle pressure for a specific reason. The air's extraordinary stillness is no accident. Archangel Michael is in close proximity. He informs you quietly that the season you've been looking forward to has come to an end. Your blessings can now flow freely once more. They are now free of the energy that had been impeding them. Please do not leave before the conclusion. This is the point where the true secret is revealed. It is critical that your name be mentioned in this blessing. Your life undergoes changes. It is not just financial. It embodies progress, peace, and new life. Everything in one delightful package. It has been months of preparation, thanks to the angels. What was the appropriate time for them to hand it over? It's now time. Jesus and Archangel Michael are conveying this information to you. You received a large sum of money. Please keep in mind that each seed you plant in this quest will grow into a torch that shines light into another's darkness. Your activities contribute to a heavenly mission to save lost souls. Heaven progresses through the words of those who are willing, but it grows through the goodness of their souls. I'm currently addressing you in this method. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. The verse, "Give and it will be given to you," does not only apply to Jesus. It is an ongoing commitment that affects your future. I'd like to extend an invitation to you at this time through a simple act of trust. Approach this situation with a feeling of purpose, honesty, and hope. The amount you contribute today is not a donation. Your heavens are opened via the act of spiritual obedience. Relinquish your seed and witness what rewards God delivers into your life. This is correct because it is palpable in your spirit. You will no longer have financial difficulties. Something incredible is happening when your name is associated with something far more valuable than you anticipated. You were chosen because you persevered when others failed. Your prayers were conducted in silence. Despite the fact that no one else witnessed your anguish, you were confident that God would listen. Currently, the response is not expressed in words.